What's up, ladies and gents? This is K-Sig Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Today, we're doing the Phogoth Nightfall, and I wanted to show you another area that I like to use when I'm doing this strike or Nightfall, because I feel it's a safe area, and it's quick as far as being able to get a lot of hits and a lot of damage out on Phogoth. I'm not a huge fan of standing in the room just behind where we're at right now. I feel like it takes just a little bit too long. It's really not an exciting thing to watch, so it would have made a really boring video. And it's just really difficult to get your shots out, even if you can kind of wallbang Phogoth a little bit. In this method, we have to first clear out the enemies that are on the outside, mainly the enemies over to the left, and all of these knights that are kind of up in our grill right now, kind of causing some problems and just being a pain in the butt. And they usually hide out on the level below right in front of Phogoth. So the trick is to take out these enemies while not shooting Phogoth. You don't want to shoot Phogoth and release him. It's just much easier and better if you go ahead and kill the enemies first. Now, I was originally going to go ahead and do this Nightfall solo, but as I started running it, my buddy Bulldog messaged that he was going to come in and help out and bring his cousin along, so I said, yeah, why not? All I said was that we just had to do the Phogoth battle this way, and they were down. I don't think Bulldog happened to run it before because he was a big fan of this method, and if you haven't done it, I think you'll like it too. Like I said, it's different from the back strategy. I think it's just a lot more fun. You're out in the open a lot more, but you're really still pretty safe. You might even be safer because you don't have to worry about running away from that shrieker that spawns behind you whenever you're doing it from this room and the room behind. And again, Fatebringer was made for this Nightfall. I mean, how can you get any better than Fatebringer on the Arc Burns? I don't know. I haven't found anything that I would rather use other than Fatebringer and have those explosive rounds on, because explosive rounds are just made even better whenever there's a whole bunch of enemies grouped around and you're dealing extra burn damage, and it's just incredibly awesome. So I'm taking the Fatebringer in my primary slot. I have my Icebreaker in my secondary slot. I like to keep that for the wizards that happen to come around earlier in the match just to take down their fire shields, and just for the general ammo regen abilities that it does have. In the final slot, I have my Jolder's Hammer, and even though I wanted Void badly, it has proven to be quite useful since Nightfall the last 2 weeks has been Arc Burn. So as we come down here, we're just making sure to clear out all the enemies over here on the left side of the map, and Phogoth is still chained up, so you can see that there's really nothing in the area right now. It's all quite empty, and I'm just shooting out to Falcon and Bulldog that we want to stick behind these two rocks. And as long as you're behind these two rocks in this general area, the only thing you have to worry about is one spawn of enemies that will come in with a ship over there to the left of us, and that's it. Nothing else is going to come out, nothing's going to bother us. And if you're behind the rocks, Phogoth's blast can't hit you anyway, so you're safe. The only other thing you may potentially have to worry about is if there are some enemies that jump up right here or to the area right to the right up top. And those are just some acolytes that are very easily dealt with. Since we know that everything is clear and there's no other enemies around, we just go ahead and start shooting Phogoth to release him. So you stick behind these two rocks, and you don't go crazy moving out from behind them, because once you do, that can kind of mess things up just a little bit. And the other big tip is do not shoot anything across the room. There are going to be enemies over there, there will be knights and acolytes, but if you don't shoot them, they aren't going to bother you. And that just makes life so much easier for you because you don't have to deal with other bullets. You can see there are a couple of the acolytes that do spawn in originally, and they're easy to take down, though they happen to jump down off of those ledges for some reason. But there they are, they're back up again. So now I just have to go ahead and shoot that one. Yeah, there we go. That one down. Good job, acolyte. You're dead. And there's another one right there. We can go ahead and get it. And the reason why I was turning around, because Falcon was still back just a little bit. Bulldog was showing him to come ahead back over here and just stand behind me. And, you know, he'll be completely safe. As long as you're behind this rock, you can easily hide somebody if you needed to. If you needed to take a low-level buddy through the raid, if they get down here and just sit behind one of the rocks, they're going to be completely safe. The ship is spawning in over to the left, and Bulldog mentioned that he's going to keep an eye out. There it is. You see it? It was up there. And there's another goofy acolyte just being goofy acolytes. So as that ship comes in, Bulldog is going to take care of the thralls and knight that spawn in, and that is all we have to worry about. Aside from those few enemies, it is Phogoth's eye beams, and that's it. It's a really, really safe area. Very easy for anybody to go ahead and do the Nightfall this way. Once you're at this place, it'd be pretty difficult to die unless for some reason you go crazy and need to get out there trying to do hundreds and hundreds and thousands of points of damage at once to Phogoth without ever moving. So, yeah, don't do that. Because you can be safe and you can win the Nightfall, Guardian. You can win, Guardian. So by now, Phogoth has, what, about 30% or so health remaining, and I'm just busting out the Jolder's Hammer. Even though it's not fully leveled up, the arc damage and the awesomeness of the Jolder's Hammer is just letting it put the hurt on Phogoth. Phogoth, you hurt bad. Yeah, it's just, we're tearing him up right now. And this is why, again, I like this method, because it's so much easier to deal big-time damage quickly on Phogoth whenever you're out here. And Falcon's doing a little dance because he knows we're about to win. And let's get him down. Phogoth, you going down. A couple more shots from this, and Bulldog finishes him off. Definitely easy, definitely safe. Definitely my recommended way to go about doing the Nightfall this week. I think that you'll all have a whole lot of success in doing it. Take your best arc weapons. Even Oversoul Edict, that's probably a pretty good one for this raid, because you can shoot through those Night Shields whenever they pop up, but nothing really is going to beat the Fatebringer for me. That's always going to be my choice and my top recommendation. I would suggest, if you don't have it, make sure you keep doing that Vault of Glass. Vault of Glass gear is incredibly awesome. Some of the best guns in the game are Vault of Glass weapons. So do your Vault of Glass if you haven't already and you do not have these weapons, because you will not be disappointed. I promise you, Guardian. So Guardians, we did all the heavy lifting. Nothing left but to see what rewards we got. What did we get? What? The Gallahorn! Finally! Are you kidding me? Did I really just get this? Unbelievable! Since September, we've been waiting for this gun. I can't believe we finally got it. Yes! So, Guardians and YouTubers, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Good luck with your raids, your drops. Check out these awesome videos, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Jellyhorn.